This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Hi friends, good morning. In this Business Intelligence Master program, so in today's session, we are going to talk about Python functions and arguments. Okay. So what is Python functions and how to pass the inputs to your Python functions? All those things we'll discuss in today's session. So in today's session, we will learn what is function and types of functions which are available in Python, syntax for user-defined function. What is the syntax for user-defined function? Then we will talk about function parameters. Okay, what are the different like how you can pass the parameters to functions, and return statements. Okay, return statement means so function will execute your logic and the final result it will return. Okay, how to return, what are the different ways? So in Java and other languages we can able to return single value, but in Python we can return multiple values. Then we are going to talk about types of argument. Okay, we are going to talk about types of argument. Then we will talk about positional argument, keyword argument, default argument, variable length argument. These are the different ways to pass the inputs to functions. Next, global keyword. Suppose why we are going to use global keyword. Suppose you have assigned a equal to 10. This value 10 should be available across all the functions. Then you need to use a global keyword. Anonymous functions, nameless functions. These are the functions which you are going to use very frequently in RDDs, in Spark. Okay, in Spark, these anonymous functions, or you can call it as a Lambda functions, we are going to use very frequently. Then we are going to talk about filter function, map function, and reduce function. Okay, so map reduce. Anybody heard about map reduce? Okay, map and reduce functions, if you combine, you will get a map reduce. Okay, so that's how you are going to apply the transformation and you will reduce to the single value at the end of the day. So that's how if you want to apply some kind of a filters in middle, so you'll have a filter, map, reduce. These three are the very important functions in terms of processing your big data. So we will talk about these three functions, how to use. Let's start. What is function? Okay, if a group of statements is repeatedly required, then it is not recommended to write these statements every time separately. Okay, example, what I have is, I want to like what I have a path, real-time example I'm given, try to understand. You want to read a file, okay, then you want to write it output to a some location. Now you are going to get a location as something slash cloud pandit. You want to write it into a folder called slash cloud pandit output. Your input is slash cloud pandit input. Just imagine as a cloud pandit input. Your output, you want to write it to the cloud pandit output. Now your requirement is whenever you get the path, if you directly give the path, it will not work. Okay, what you need to do, you need to add something called dbfs databricks file system, some command you need to use. Okay, dbfs colon slash cloud pandit input. So that output you want to write it into cloud pandit output. For that, same path is changed, but for this particular path also I want to add dbfs colon, meaning multiple times you are going to get a input, different input you will get. First time you will get an input called cloud pandit input. So for that you need to add a dbfs at the starting, and in same program you are also going to get another output that is cloud pandit output you will get. Sorry, another input you will get cloud pandit output. When you get another input cloud pandit output, for this also you need to add a dbfs. So repeatedly multiple inputs you need to add the dbfs. In this case, instead of adding the dbfs to each path every time, instead of writing the logic every time, what you are going to do, you are going to write a function. To that particular function you pass cloud pandit input, it will return you dbfs colon cloud pandit input. So you pass cloud pandit output, it will return you dbfs colon cloud pandit output. You pass azure databricks, it will return dbfs colon azure databricks. You pass azure data factory, it will return dbfs colon azure data factory. Meaning you define a function with a logic, you pass any input, it will apply that logic and it will give the output. Okay, this is one example for functions. Next example you have you want to add two numbers. Okay, for adding two numbers, I will write some logic. Okay, A equal to 10, B equal to 20. So I need to add A plus B. I will say A plus B, and A plus B total result. I want to assign to a total variable. 1 second, and just to show you those things within the notepad, it will be easy for you. See here, I'm saying A equal to 10, B equal to 20. Okay, now what you are doing, you are saying total equal to A plus B. Total equal to A plus B. Now this is the logic you have written. Again, you are getting A equal to 20, B equal to 30. Again, you will write total equal to A plus B. Okay, simply a total equal to A plus B. Again, you are going to write it here also. Next, you also want to do something like this. A value is A value is 30 you want to print. B value is, sorry, A value is 20, B value is 30 you want to print. In the same way here also you want to print A value is 10, B value is 20 you want to print. Okay, A value is 10, B value is 20. So total equal to A plus B, 10 plus 20, 30 you are assigned to the total variable. In the same way, A value is 20 here, B value is 30 here. When you say A plus B, 20 plus 30, it's a 50 you are assigned to the total. Okay, total here 30. But next, if I have A equal to 50, B equal to 90. So what you need to do? You need to again write same logic. Okay. Now here it will be 50. Here it will be a 90, and you will get the total value. Now you see same. Actually, logic is same functionality. But this functionality you are writing 3 different times. Why you need to write 3 different times? So you are repeating same code again and again. So these things, what you need to do, you need to keep it in a function. Def is the keyword you need to use to define a function. On second day I have shown you, I think, right? Def is a function definition. You are defining a function. What is the function name? Function name I will say Cloud Pandit sum function. It will take two values as input, A and B. These are parameters. Okay. Now you just write this logic inside. Okay, you say instead of 50 you say A, instead of B you can say B here. Okay, I will tell you actual logic, I will tell you how to write it, but is some dummy some sample function I am writing something. Now you want to execute for 10 and 20, you call this function with 10 comma 20. Okay, now A value is how much? 10. Okay, this you can say something A1 and B1, you will confuse otherwise. Okay, now you see 10 will be assigned to A, 20 will be assigned to B. Now what will happen? A1 is 10, B1 value is 20. The total equal to A plus B, that is 10 plus 20, 30 will be assigned. Okay, next time I want to call same logic with a different values, that is this time 20 and the 30. Okay, so this time A value is how much? 20, B value is how much? 30. So A value is 20, B value is 30. When you say A plus B, it's a 20 plus 30, it's a 50 total value. You understood the main importance of the functions. Everybody understood, friends, why we need to use functions. If a group of statement is repeatedly required, we need multiple times same code, then it is not recommended to write these statements every time separately. What you have done, you are writing these statements every time separately. Instead of that, we have to define these statements as a single unit, and we can call that unit any number of times based on our requirement without rewriting. This unit is nothing but a function. We just have seen that unit of code, we have put it in a inside function. Whenever we want to execute that particular unit of code, we are calling that particular function. The main advantage of function is code reusability. Instead of writing code again and again, same code we are using multiple times. That's how functions will help you to use code multiple times. Same code you can able to reuse multiple times. Okay, next, types of functions. There are two types of functions we have. One is built-in functions. Second one is user-defined function. Can you tell me A equal to 10 type of A? What is the type of A it will give?
Integer.
Name equal to Cloud Pandit, the type of name.
String, sir.
String, very good. Next, string, right. Next, name equal to Cloud Pandit, print name. Name equal
String,
to
sir.
Cloud name. Print name, not type, print name. It will print Cloud Pandit, very good.
Cloud
Now,
Pandit, sir. Cloud Pandit.
what is this print? What is this type? You are just passing different variables. Those are identifying what is the data type. You are passing different value to the print. It is printing different values. These are a built-in functions. These are a built-in functions which are available in language. You can use print is a function, type is a function, ID is there to identify in which address this particular variable is stored in the memory. So that is a, those all are called a built-in functions. Those are called a built-in functions. Okay, try to understand. Those are called a built-in functions, already available functions. But my requirement is I want to say whenever I get name Cloud Pandit, I want to convert into capital letter. Whenever I get Azure Databricks, all first character in all the words I want to make it as a capital. Maybe in Azure, A should be capital, data, D should be capital, factory, F should be capital. Now such type of requirement I have. So for that I don't have any function. So in that case, you need to define your own function. You need to define your own function. If you are defining your own function, that is called a user defined function. We are going to define that function. If language people like whoever developed Python, Rosum has developed Python. So that Rosum has implemented the function, that function is called a built-in function. If we are writing our own function based on our logic, that those functions are called a user-defined functions. Built-in functions. The functions which are coming along with Python software automatically are called built-in functions or predefined functions. Now you see, ID is the built-in function, type is the built-in function, input, you can take inputs, eval to evaluate, print, all these are the built-in functions. You can use user-defined function. The functions which are developed by programmers explicitly according to business requirement are called user-defined functions. As per your client need, you are going to define your own function. That is called user-defined function. UDF, you might have heard, whoever might have heard, this is nothing but UDF, user-defined function. Okay, example, sum function. If some function is available, suppose if the sum function is not available, you are going to develop something like this. They have sum a comma b, return a plus b. Okay, this is my own function. Okay, next, syntax for user-defined function. Okay, what is the syntax for user-defined function? We'll see. Def. Okay, def is the keyword. Function name is the name of your function. Parameters, what are the inputs you want to take? Body is nothing but the logic that you want to implement. Return output, whatever output you want to return. Return is the keyword. Output is the actual result. Example C. In this def return, there is one more called pass. Pass means when you don't want to do anything in this function, you can use pass. These three are the keywords. We have total 36 keywords, right? Out of which these three are the keywords you can use within a function. Def return pass. Next, return pass parameters are optional. Return, you don't need to return the value all the time. That is up to you. Pass, see, I'm not using pass. That is also optional. Parameter, you don't need to pass the input to this particular function. That is also optional. That's why return, pass, which I have not used, parameter, all these are the optional. Next. Okay, next, def wish name hello, good morning name. So this is the function I have defined. In this, wish is the name of the function, name is the parameter. So this name I am using here. Understood this one? Def wish name print hello, good morning name. Okay. Now function parameters. You see, parameters are inputs to the function. If a function contains parameters, then at the time of calling, compulsory we should provide values. Otherwise, we will get error. Okay, otherwise we will get error. Def wish name, congrats name. Okay, when you say wish Rama, so what you will get? Rama will be assigned to the name. It will say congrats Rama. In the same way, wish Krishna, congrats Krishna. Okay, it will come. Def sum a comma b written a plus b. Now when you say sum 10 comma 20, 10 will be assigned to a, 20 will be assigned to b. It will return 10 plus 20, 30 will be written. When you say sum 100 comma 500, so 100 will be assigned to a, 500 will be assigned to b. A plus b means 100 plus 500. It will be 600 will be written. Okay. Till here clear? Everybody is clear till here, friends? Any questions still here? Okay, fine. Then let me go to the return statement. In return statement, you see functions can take input values as parameter. Okay, functions can take input values as parameters and execute business logic and returns output to the caller with a return statement. Okay, example. See def sum a comma b. You can say instead of total equal to a plus b, I'm returning a plus b. When you say sum 10 comma 20, what it will return? 30 will be written because it is summing and it is returning return statement. When I say 100, 500, it will return 600. So def aggregate a comma b. So the main advantage of the Python return statement is multiple values you can able to return it. But in Java, in C, in any other language you consider C++, we can return only one value. But in Python, we can return multiple values. You see aggregations, a plus b and a minus b. Okay, maybe you can say some calculations, a plus b, a minus b. What you are doing, a plus b, a minus b you are doing. So when I say 10 comma 20, what values I'll get? 30 comma minus 10 I will get. Next, when I say 100 comma 500, I will get 600 comma minus 400 I will get. Okay, clear? Next, types of arguments. So this is very, very important. Types of arguments. Okay. First, you try to understand you have def sum a comma b written a plus b. So these are a arguments. Okay, argument means you see a comma b has parameters. To this parameter, you want to pass the input. If you're passing input, this input is nothing but arguments. 10 comma 20 is the arguments to this particular parameter. 10 will be assigned to a, 20 will be assigned to b. Some 100 comma 500. This is argument. Okay. There are 4 types of arguments are allowed in Python. There are 4 different ways we can able to pass these values to these parameters. One is based on position. Second one is keyword arguments. We have default argument. Then we have a variable length argument. We have a 4 different argument. One is this one. You see, we have positional argument, keyword argument, default argument, and a variable length argument. Let's talk about each argument in detail. Okay, what is positional argument? You see, these are the arguments passed to function in correct positional order. Example, def sum a comma b, a value is a, b value is b, return a plus b. When I say sum 10 comma 20, these are arguments. Can you tell me a value? What is the a value? What is the b value? So please be active because from here you need to understand the things. We know what is the a value, what is the b value.
A value 10, sir. B value 20.
Okay, very good. So how you are able to tell a value is 10, b value is 20 is based on position, because as I told you, first value will go to the first argument, first parameter, second argument will go to the second parameter. Now when I say sum 100 comma 500, what is the a value, what is the b value? Nagaraj, what is the a value, what is the b value? Okay, So A value is 100, B value is 500. Okay, that you know, right? Next, the number of arguments and position of argument must be matched, meaning if the parameters we have two, you must be sending two arguments. If you are sending one, if you are sending three, it will throw error. Because if you say 100, A you got the input, but where is B value? If you are saying A, here you are sending 100, 500, 1000. So three values you are sending. Where I need to use that 1000 value? 100 ascend to A, 500 ascend to B. Where I need to ascend the 1000? So it will throw error. Okay, that's why the number of arguments and position of argument must be matched. If we change the order, then result may change. Okay, example, if we change the number of arguments, then we will get error. Okay, so examples I will give you in the notepad, in our notebook, Databricks notebook, but you can imagine. Okay, you just see, you need to imagine, because I don't have any example here. Okay, I don't have any example, so you need to understand here. If I say instead of sum, if I say subtraction function, okay, will it change the output or not when I change the order? Okay, so example, let me give the example for you to understand easily. Okay, 1 second, just give me a minute. You see here, I just have added this. Okay, I just added this. You see, the subtraction function we have. A value is B value is B, A minus B. When I say 100, 500, I am using to call this subtraction. Sub of 100, 500, when I say, what it will return?
Error. Minus 400.
Minus 400. Why you will get error? Sub of 100, 500 means you'll get minus 400. But when I say sub 500, 100 means what you will get? 500, 100 means
400 will get.
400.
Negative you are not going to get, meaning when you change this order, you will have an impact on your result. When you change this order, you may have impact on this result based on kind of function, but in some function you don't have any problem because it's a simple sum. There is no worry about ordering. But in this, order is important. If you pass highest value as a second parameter, second argument, you will get the negative values. You understood? So that's how things will work. So when you change the order, your result also will change. Okay, that is all about position argument. Next, we'll talk about keyword argument. We can pass argument values by keyword, that is by parameter name. Example, name and message. Here, what name and message are what? Parameters. Okay. Now see, wish name equal to Cloud Pandit, message equal to thanks. This is a keyword argument. So instead of simply passing value, you are using the parameter name as a key. Name equal to Cloud Pandit, MSG equal to thanks. Okay. If you're passing something like this, this is called a keyword argument. Now use the wish message equal to congrats, name equal to Cloud Pandit. So the order doesn't matter in this because you are saying message equal to congrats, name equal to Cloud Pandit. Doesn't matter your message at second position or first position. Message will go as a congrats, name will go as a Cloud Pandit. Name will go as a Cloud Pandit. Here message will go as a thanks. So it will be a hello Cloud Pandit, thanks. In this also you'll get hello Cloud Pandit, thanks. Now when I say here the order of argument is not important, but the number of argument must be matched. You should not pass more than two because you have two parameters, then you should pass only two parameters. That is the first condition. Second, we can use both positional and keyword arguments simultaneously. Okay, here I'm using keyword, but we can also use positional argument and keyword argument simultaneously. But first we have to take positional argument, then keyword argument. Otherwise, we will get syntax error. What you have observed here, first you need to use positional, then keyword. You should not use keyword first, later position. That will not work. Okay, that will not work. First you compulsory should use positional argument, then keyword argument. But after using keyword, you should not use position. Okay, example, def wish name message. Okay, wish Cloud Pandit message all the best. Will it work or not? First argument you are passing based on a position. So Cloud Pandit will be assigned to the name based on position. M is equal to all the best, meaning hello Cloud Pandit, all the best you are saying. Next, waste. Name equal to Cloud Pandit. Example is very powerful. So it will throw error because keyword should not be used at the beginning. If you use keyword, no issue, but later all other argument must be passed with the keyword only. But you are saying this is position, this is keyword. It will not work. First you can have position and keyword, but first keyword next position, it will not work out. Okay, it will not work in Python. That is the restriction. Okay, next, default argument. Sometimes we can provide default values for our position argument. So now my question to both, all of you is, can I simply say wish without passing any value? Wish, open parenthesis, closed parenthesis. Is it through any error? Will it work properly? What will happen?
It may work.
It will work or it won't work? It won't work. And so you are confusing. I told you compulsory have to pass these particular arguments. Okay, you need to pass these inputs to these functions, whatever you define. So even if you pass one value, it will throw error. Even if you pass more than three, like more than two, it will throw error. You compulsory pass two inputs to this fish function. Now we are going into the default argument. Okay, sometimes we can provide default values for our position argument. If you're not passing any name, then only default values will be considered. Example, you see wish equal to wish, name equal to Cloud Pandit, message equal to thanks. Already you have values assigned here. If you're passing wish, name equal to Cloud Pandit, message equal to thanks. So if you're passing, these values will be taken. If you're saying message equal to congrats, okay, name equal to Cloud Pandit. Can you see the difference here? First, let's see the difference. What is the difference? In this, name is here you have a small Cloud Pandit, here you have a capital C. Which one it will take? It will take the whatever value you are passing. Default values will be considered only when you are not passing any value. When you are not passing any value, default values will be considered. Now name equal to Cloud Pandit, message equal to thanks. Now message equal to congrats. Here you have a thanks, but message I'm saying congrats. Name equal to Cloud Pandit will go. Cloud Pandit name is C. Next, wish. I can call simply without having any data. In this case, what is my name? What is my message? Can you tell me?
Congrats and Cloud Pandit.
Congrats and Cloud Pandita.
Whatever the latest only it will pick, right?
What latest? How do you know latest this? It will not take latest. It will take the default values.
Values, okay.
Message equal to thanks. It will take. Okay. Next. When I say wish Cloud Pandit message equal to all the best, will it work or not? Yes, it will work because you are using first positional then keyword. So name will go as a Cloud Pandit, message will go as a all the best instead of thanks. Next, wish name equal to Cloud Pandit. Example is very powerful. Will it work or not? No, it will not work. It will throw error. Even though you have default values, it will throw error. You should not call any function something like this. First keyword, next position. Can I call something like this? Wish all the best. With one argument, can I call?
No,
sir.
No. What you are understanding? I don't know. See, these are default values, friends. If you're not passing values to, if you're not passing any input to this function, default values will be considered. Message equal to all the best you are passing. So thanks will be overridden with all the best. As you're not passing name, it will take Cloud Pandit. It will take Cloud Pandit if you're not passing. Say wish, here you are not passing anything. It has taken name as Cloud Pandit, message as thanks. In wish, again I am calling message equal to all the best I'm passing. So if you're passing something, thanks will override and it will take all the best. As you're not passing name, it will take default value. Don't confuse. Default arguments means it will consider the default values when you're not passing the inputs. Got it?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Next, variable length argument. So sometimes I don't know how many values I will pass to my function. Okay, so let's say you will went to the supermarket, you will purchase items. How many items you will purchase, you don't know, but you want to calculate all those things. You will type it. Okay, 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus 40 plus 50 plus 60. So you don't know. Based on user to user, you are going to change the inputs. So variable length meaning function should be able to take as many inputs as you can give. See, sometimes we can pass variable number of arguments to our function. Such type of arguments are called variable length arguments. We declare variable length arguments with the star symbol as follows. You see, some star n. So how many values you are going to pass, we don't know. All those values I want to sum. Then you need to use a star n. So this n will receive all those inputs as a tuple object. Tuple means it's a collection. Okay, all the products which you have purchased, those product price, it will considered as tuple. Okay, I'll show you. I'll just print it as a n. It will show as a tuple. When you say type of n, it will say tuple. Some 1 comma 2 comma 3 you can say. Some without any value also you can call this function. We can call this function with any number of arguments including 0. Next, internally all these values represented in the form of tuple. We can declare keyword variable length argument also. Okay, so let's say I want to say some, like you can say pen equal to 1 rupee and book equal to 2 rupees and some pencil equal to 3 rupees, some eraser, something like that. You just give whatever you want to give. Key and value I want to give. Then you need to use a double star example. So double star n means this will be considered as a dictionary. Dictionary is a key value pair. Okay, we can call this function also by using any number of keyword arguments. Example, you see cust id equal to 1, name equal to Rama. You understood? Cust id equal to 1, name equal to Rama. So instead of simply saying 1 comma Rama, you're saying id equal to 1, name equal to Rama. Key value you can able to pass it to this particular function.
Malaya, I have one question. So here in the define, if you give double star n, and in the third we are printing the type of n, right? It will what it will
dictionary.
Okay.
And also Malaya, like previous default arguments, shall we pass like wish name comma a message? It will take default values. If you are not passing arguments values, like
if you're not passing, it will take default values. If you are passing, it will take the passing values.
okay.
Next, types of variables. Python support 2 types of variables. One is global variable, second one is local variable. Global variables means the variables which are declared outside of a function are called global variables. Example, these variables can be accessed in all functions of that module. Example, a equal to 10, you have def f1 print a. Next, def f2 print a. Now in these two functions, what value it will print when you call? You will get 10 and 10. Okay, because it's a global value. But when you go to local variables are available only for the function in which we declare. That is, from outside of function we cannot access. Example, def f1 a equal to 10 print a. Now you have def f2 print a. It will throw error. F2 will not have any value a. Okay, there is no variable access to f2 because this a you have declared inside this f1. So here you will get a 10, but inside f2 function will get error. Inside f2 function will get error. Understood? Inside f1 you will get 10, inside f2 you will get a error. The reason is a is not accessible inside f2 function. Okay,
Okay, Malaya, understood.
next, global keyword you have. We can use global keyword for the following two purposes: to declare global variable inside function, to make global variable available to function so that we can perform required modification. Example, a equal to 10 def f1. Okay, a equal to 777 print a, def f2 print a. Now in this, what is the a value here? What is the a value here? Just guess it and tell me. Always I will tell you one clue. always local people will get the preference. Okay, if you go for studies from India to abroad, so like native people will get the highest preference than outside people, isn't it? In the same way, here also local people will get the highest preference. A will get
First
highest
value will print
preference.
777, second one will print 10 then.
Okay, correct. So this will be 777, this will be a 10. Now I have another requirement. A equal to 10, def F1, global A. I am making global A equal to 777, print A, and def F2, print A. So this time, what is the A value?
10, sir. First 10, no?
Not 10. See, again I said A equal to 777. This 777 only will print here. Okay, this 777 only will print here. But you need to understand A equal to 10. It's a global. But even though I have declared A equal to 777 inside function, I am saying this A is a global. What it means? This 10 will be overridden with this 777 now. Now the global value, global A value is also 777. Okay. Now when you print A in F2 also, here also you'll get 777. Here you will get 777. Here also you will get 777, because even though you declared A value inside F1 function, this A also global variable, because you declared with the keyword called global A. This A also global. You are saying clear?
Yes, Malaya.
Okay. Next, anonymous functions. So these functions important, friends. Okay, these are a nameless function. You see, sometimes we can declare a function without any name. Such type of nameless functions are called anonymous functions or lambda functions. The main purpose of anonymous function is just for instant use. Okay, instant use means you want to, maybe what you want to do, you want to convert the lowercase letters to the uppercase only one time, but you want to do for 100 values. At this particular moment, you want to do for 100 values, even though you want to use for this particular instant. Okay, for this instant you want to use this for multiple values, then you need to use a function. But this function, it's not a normal function, it should be a lambda function, or you can call it as an anonymous function. Example, if it is a normal function, you will have something like this: def square it n, written n into n. When I call this square it of 5, so what it will give? 5 into 5, 25 it will return. But lambda function syntax is something like this: lambda. Okay, lambda function syntax is this one: lambda argument list inputs. So here square it is the function, n is the input. In the same way, lambda is the keyword you need to use to define lambda functions. Argument list, that is nothing but a how you have parameter here, that parameter you need to define here. Expression, you are writing something n into n. This is the logic. That expression you need to write it here. Example, you see, we can define by using lambda keyword. S equal to lambda n colon n into n. You understood this? Now how to call this is S of 10. This 10 will be assigned to n. So what it will return? N into n it will return. 100 you will get. Okay, check it one more time. Please let me know if you need any clarity. See, if you call the square root of 5, it will give 25. In the same way, if you call S of 5, 5 will be assigned to n. It will return 5 into 5, 25. This is the lambda, this is the normal function. You see the difference.
Well, suppose if you want to add two numbers, s equals to lambda of a comma b colon
Yes, correct.
a plus
A
b.
plus. Exactly. You are
Yes.
going to do exactly right. Okay. I will show you those things now. You see filter function. So you have a filter function. We can use filter function to filter values from the given sequence based on some condition. Okay. You have a filter function syntax is this. This is a filter. This is a filter. This filter function input is another function, and you need to pass the sequence of values. Okay. Where function argument is responsible to perform conditional check. Okay, I know theory you will not get much things, I know. That's why I will just quickly go and explain you the example so that you can able to understand. Sequence can be list or tuple or string. Example, you see L, I have 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 I have. What I want to do, don't confuse, okay? Can you just tell me, if I return 5 to this particular lambda function, you just focus on this lambda. If I pass 5 to this particular function, what is the x value? What is the x value? X value is 5. Okay, 5 percentile by 2 is equal to 0 or not? When you divide 5 with 2, you will get the remainder. Remainder you will get 1. 1 is equal to 0? No. So it will return false. Understood? When it returned false, that value 5 will not be returned to your output. Okay, see inside, see filter, what it will do, it will take the function as a argument and the sequence, that is nothing but a list of values as a your input. Now in this list, one by one value it will send it to the function. First in the sequence is 0 value I am sending to the lambda. 0 percentile by 2 equal to 0. Yes, it will return true. True means this 0 will be returned to output. Next, sequence value is 5 will be assigned to the function. That function is lambda, x equal to 5 percentile by 2 equal to 0. No, remainder is going to be 1, so it will return false. So then if it is a false, 5 will not be returned to the output. Next to 10. Okay, in this sequence here, L I am passing as a sequence. You see, this is a sequence means here I have L, this L I am passing at this. So first argument is my function, lambda function. To this lambda function I am passing one by one values from this list. First I passed 0, it's returned true. Next I am passing 5, it returned false. Next I am going to pass 10. X is 10 percentile by 2 equal to 0. 10.
Yes, sir. 0, sir.
Return true.
It will return remainder is 0, so it is basically true. True means it will return output. So 0, 10, 20, 30, I will get it in my output. So filter object output is filter object. To see the actual values, you need to convert into list or tuple or something. So I'm just converting into list. Yesterday I have explained how to convert one data type to another data type. So if you want to convert something into int of 10, you want to convert something into string str of something, if you want to convert something into list of something. Okay, this filter object I need to convert into list. I am using list. Print of L1, it will give the all the values. Okay, next here you can you tell me what values I will get in this L2? Need just to print L2, what values I will get in this L2?
5, 15, 25.
Okay, because exactly it's opposite. Here you will get even numbers, here you will get odd numbers. Okay, you are right. Any questions here? Next, go to the map function. See, filter means to filter out the values, but map function exactly will work. See, map function syntax is also same. Map function sequence. From the sequence, one by one you will pass to the function, but map will transform the data. It will not filter out. Filter means basically to filter values. So let's say 100 people will attend the interview, but I will filter out and I will get the qualified people. Okay, but now map means what it will do, it will not filter out, it will not identify the people who has skills, right? So map will try to give the knowledge to each and every person. It will transform everybody who ever attended the interview. Example, you see L 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I have. Now what I am doing, lambda x colon 2 into x. So what you are doing, L from this list one by one I will assign to x. This x will return. Okay, so what it will return when you pass 1, 2 into 1, 2. When I pass 2, 2 into 2, 4. When I pass 3, 3 into 2, 6. 4 into 2, 8. 5 into 2, 10. So when you just print L1, you will get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, understood. So it is going to transform the data. You may ask, can I use filter here? Can I use filter here? If you use filter here, it will give same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will not transform. It will not modify the value, because filter functionality is not going to modify, it will just filter out. Instead of map, if you use filter, it will give 1 2 3 4 5 only in your output, even though you have written 2 into x. It will not modify. Map will modify the data. See, input you are passing 1, you are getting output as 2. You are passing 2, you are getting 4 output. Okay? That's how map will work. Reduce function. So reduce function, reduce sequence of elements into a single element by applying this specific function. Example. So reduce also exactly same function sequence. Okay. Now you say example. So basically, this reduce function not available directly. You need to import from the modules. Okay. What is modules? We will discuss tomorrow. Let's for now just see. I just imported some module and I will get the reduce function. This is the list. In this list, I want to sum up all those values. For that, L. Okay, from this L, at a time I'm passing 2 values. X value is 10, Y value is 20. When I say X plus Y, what is the output? 30. 30 I will assign to the X again. Okay, 30 is assigned to X. Now Y, what is the Y value? Y I will get from the list. Y value is, again I'm assigning 30. 30 plus 30 is 60. 60 I will assign to X. What is the Y value? Y value is the next value, that is 40. 60 plus 40 is 100. 100 assigned to X. Y value is 50. 100 plus 50 is 150. When you just print result, you will get 150. Okay. So these are the slides I have. Let me quickly execute these things in notebook, Databricks notebook, and I'll show you quickly. Just to give me a minute. Okay. Maybe, yeah. So just give me 2 more classes, then I will tell you how you can create all these things. This is completely free. This is completely free. You can use as many times as you want. However you want to use, you can able to use. This is completely free. Okay. Next, click on clusters first. Let me see cluster is available. We need to create a cluster, okay, to execute our code. Now click on Python function. A equal to 10. Yeah, so these things clear results. Let's wait until cluster is available, because without cluster we cannot execute all these things. Let's attach this notebook to the cluster. Ramu, Ram, are you asking question or you're speaking with somebody? Just wait for 5-10 minutes. Okay, so it will not take more than 10 minutes. Okay, we can able to finish it in 10 minutes. Any questions? Please let me know, friends. Feel free to ask if you have any questions. Yeah, so now you see your cluster is running. Okay, green means running. Now A equal to 10 ID of A. These are a predefined built-in functions. So it will give the address of this particular variable in a memory address. It will give. Yeah, you see, you got the address. Now A equal to 10 type of A. So type of A is int. A equal to 10 print A. So it will just print A and give the value 10. Next, syntax for UDF. Okay, user defined. So this is a function name, parameter, print parameters. Now you see, this is my user defined function. Okay, def sum A comma B, print A value is A, B value is B, sum A plus B, print total value is sum. Okay, now return sum. Okay, final value I'm returning. See, sum function you are calling. Okay, this function will return some value. That returned value I will assign to the variable C. This C value I'm just printing. Okay, just execute it. Let's see, let's analyze. A value is 10. Yes, you see A value is 10. B value is 20. Yes, B value is 20. The total value is 30. Yes, the returned total value only is returned. So returned value also 30 I got. Okay, it is working fine. Now it is basically multiple values I want to return. Multiple values I'm returning. Okay, AGG 20 comma 10 print C. Okay, so we'll see type of C. So when it is returning a single value, it will be just based on the value. It will not. It may consider as a integer. It may consider as a string. But when you are returning multiple values like sum and sub, it will consider as a tuple. You see, C value is 20. B value is 10, the sum is 30, and the subtraction is 10 because 20 minus 10 is 10. Okay, what is the type of this 30 comma 10? In which type it is available? See, printed C, the type of C is a tuple. This is a tuple object. Next, come here. Here is a position. Can you tell me what is the value I will get when I print sum 10 comma 20 and 20 comma 10? Okay, it will be a same result you will get. 2 times it will print. See, A is 10, B is 20, the sum value is 30 and 30. This is for the first call, first time when you call the function. So when you call the function second time, A value is 20, B value is 10, total value is 30. So it will print 30. Okay, now you understand. Now you see, I'm just calling same way. What is the A value? What is the B value? So I'm saying A value is 10, B value is 20. See, A value is 10, B value is 20, the total value is 30. Okay, I'll just comment first one. I'll just go to the second. Now B value is 20. You see, B value is 20. Even though I'm passing at the first, B value is 20. A value is 10. The total value is 30. Okay, total value is 30. That is here. Here you are printing total value, sum you are printing, you are returning some value. That return value is 30. Okay. Next. Can you tell me, is it correct or it will throw error? Because I explained in the slides, you need to tell me, is it a, like, just tell me, will it throw error? Will it execute? Okay, remember it will execute because position we can have position argument first we can have, then we can have a keyword argument. Okay, that's why A is 20, B is 10. Next, 20, A equal to 10. Will it work or not? Will it work or not? Can you tell me what is A value, what is B value? Tell me what is A value, what is B value, friends here. A will be assigned with 20. The reason is based on a position, but later also you are assigning 10 to A only. Then multiple values you assign to A, it will throw error. See, got multiple values for argument A. Okay, next. Here, first you are using keyword, next you are using position, so it will throw error. Keyword, after using keyword, you should not use the position. So it is saying first position, then keyword. Position follows keyword, but you are what you are doing, keyword following position, that will not work. Okay, next, these are a, can I call this function without any arguments? No, it will throw error. because compulsory you need to pass two inputs. See, two required position arguments are missing. You are missing these two. So that's why I'm going into a default values. Okay, I'm coming into the default values. You see, default arguments are a equal to triple one, b equal to triple two. I'm saying. So I'm just calling this particular sum function without any value. Yes, it will work. Default values it will take. When I say a value, like I'll just pass 10. 10 will be assigned to a. So triple one is overwritten with 10. Okay. B value, as I'm not passing, it has taken the default value. Next. Sum 40 comma 60. 40 comma 60 means, so a value is going to be 40, b value is going to be 60. You see. So when I say a equal to 10, it will be a equal to 10, b is triple two. Okay. Fine. Next. Here sum b equal to 20 I'm passing, a value I'm not passing, a will be taken as a default. See, a is triple one, default value it has taken, b value it has taken as a 20. Next, this is a sum function. This sum function basically takes a value is a, b value is b, something like this. A equal to 15, b equal to 30. Will it take or not? Yes, it will take. A value is 15, b value is 30. Okay. Next, a equal to triple one, b equal to triple two, a plus b total value sum. So I'm just giving in a reverse order keyword. B equal to 15, a equal to 30. Will it work or not? Yes. B value is 15, a value is 30. So both are keyword. Okay. Next, star a. Star a means you can pass any number of argument. Say 10, 20. It's a tuple. You can just pass multiple values. This is also tuple. Okay. Next, def cust star a, print type of a cust. Okay. So now what happens? Without passing anything also you can call it's a dictionary. Okay, this is coming as a dictionary because double star, I explained double star. See, double star without passing anything also dictate is taking, but with the passing a value code, you see it has taken the dictionary object ID equal to 1, Rama, name equal to Rama, location equal to Bangalore. Okay. Next. So this is all about your functions. Now let's come to the variables. A equal to 10, F1 and F2 functions I'm calling. Okay, what is the A value here? What is the A value here? In both the places we have a global variable available 10, 10. Okay, so in both the places we have a global variable available, so you will get a 10 and 10. Okay, next. So A equal to 10. Okay, and I'm calling F1 and F2. So when you call F1, local variable you have a equal to triple one. Okay, so that local variable a equal to triple one will be printed for F1. For F2 you'll get the value 10. Next, here global a is a global variable, a equal to triple one. So when you print a, you'll get a triple one. Here also you'll get a triple one. Can you tell me when I call first time F2, what is the value I will get?
We'll get 10.
Very good. I will get a 10. The reason is you did not set the set. That's why when you call F2 alone, when you call F2 first, you'll get 10. When you call F2 and F1, now it is reset to triple one. After calling F1, if you call F2, now it will give it as a triple one. Okay. Next, square of A, return A into A. Square of 10 means it will return 100. You understood, this is very easy. Lambda A into A. So square of 10 means this also will give the same result. Okay. Next, def cube of A, return A into A cube of 3. So when I say 10 power, like 10 cube, so it's a 10 into 10, 100, 100 into 10 is 1000. Okay. Next, so here also you can say same thing, 5 cube, 25, 125. Okay. So likewise, map. So lambda x into x. What I'm doing from this list, I'm taking one by one. 5 into 5, I'm writing 10. I'm taking and 10 into 10. 15 I'm taking, I'm doing 15 into 15. 20 I'm taking 20 into 20. 25 I'm taking 25 into 25. So m. So if you print m, it's a map object. So that map object values, if you want to see, you need to convert that map into list. See, map object printed when you say M, but this M I converted into list, then you will see the actual values it has written. Okay. Next, see, you can use something like this: lambda x comma y colon x plus y, print s 10 comma 20. In this case, what will happen? It will return 30, some kind of function. Okay, so basically def sum a comma b, you will use something like this also. You can able to use. You can use something like this also. You can able to use. Maybe let me just put it in a, yeah. Let's define. See here, if I call this sum function by passing 10 comma 20, what is the value I will get? What is the value I will get if I pass 10 comma 20 to this function? I will get 30, right? See, in this reduce or map, you can pass your own function like sum function, sum. To this sum, from this list, I will pass two arguments to this function. First, I will pass 1 and 2 to this sum. 1 is a, b equal to 2. So return value is 3. Okay, again 3 will be returned to same function as a argument, and for b I will pass 3 again. A is 3, b is 3. Now 6. 6 will be returned to a, and b value I will assign is 4. 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 will be assigned to a, and 5 I will assign to the b. 10 plus 5 is 15. So when you just print r, you will get 15. So same thing you can achieve it by using lambda as well. So here I am using my own sum function, or you want to use the anonymous function, you can use. But in these cases, we will go for the lambda instead of defining our own function. Okay. See, here also got same. Now, lambda x percentile 2 equal to 0. When I check for 10, when I check for 11, what you will see? For 10 it is a true, for 11 it is a false. Okay. Filter is going to do that. Filter lambda x colon x percentile by 2 equal to 0. From list I will pass 1 by 1 value. 15 will be assigned to x. 15 percentile by 2 equal to 0, it will return false. So when it is false, that value will not be returned to output. 20 percentile by 2 equal to 0. Yes, it is true. So it will return output 20, 30, 40. You will see in your output. It is also basically a filter object. To see the values, you need to use a 10, like you need to convert into list. Next, you see, instead of filter, I'm using map. What will happen if you use map instead of filter is, it will simply say true, false, true, false, true, false, true. Because this condition, it will just return. In the same way, x into x, I'm using filter instead of using map. If I use filter, what will happen is it will not change the value. See, if you're giving 0, it is not even returning. So 10, it is returning as it is 10. 15 it is returning as it is 15. 20 it is returning as it is 20. Okay, so if you use filter when you are transforming data, it will not work. If you use map, then 10 it will take 10 into 10, 15 it will take 15 into 15, 20 it will take 20 into 20, everything it will do. If you use map, see, if I simply say map here, if I say, oh shit, one second, execute map. See, when you do map, the values has changed. You see 0, 10 into 10, 100, 20, 15 into 15, 225, 20 into 20, 400. But when you say instead of map, if you use filter, these values are not changing. Because filter will not modify, it will not transform any value. Okay, these are the things will work. Okay, tomorrow we will talk about modules and packages, friends. Okay, with that, then we can able to quickly start with Spark. Okay. Yeah, that's all for today, friends. Any questions? Okay, if no
No,
questions, yeah, that's all for today, friends. Thank you.